Just a few years ago, CIGA Design won the GPHG for their Blue Planet. Today they're back with another version of that Blue Planet, trying to improve on that award-winning design. Essentially, it is the same design, however what you're getting here is a black ceramic case and bracelet with a black and gold earth for the dial. This thing is pretty striking. So let's flip the camera and take a look at the gilt version of the Blue Planet from CIGA Design. Back in 2021, a Chinese brand by the name of CIGA Design won the challenge category in the GPHG. They did it using this watch right here. This is the Blue Planet, and you could see, obviously, the name, the inspiration, that blue globe right in the middle. It has silver and blue on the dial, and then you have black tracks that go around for the minute and hours. This is the stainless steel version. There is also a titanium version which looks basically identical to this version here. They have come out with a ceramic version. That is the one that I have in my left hand today, and it is also gilded. They are calling this the gilding version, and you have 24 karat gilt gold on that dial. This dial takes 68 hours to actually produce. Each one of the dials takes 68 hours to produce. It's set up the exact same way as the first Blue Planet. So essentially you have a globe in the middle of the dial that acts as the hour hand, which points to the hour track on the outer portion of the dial itself, if you want to call it a dial. And then there is a track in the middle that moves. That is the minute track. Essentially, it's a very simple way of telling the time. This gets a ceramic case, as I mentioned, but it also gets a ceramic bracelet. And I believe the crown and case back are ceramic as well. You get a domed sapphire crystal, and you get a domed sapphire crystal in the back as well. This is a pebble case, a true pebble case. So you do not have lugs on here. It's 45.7 millimeters lug to lug, and of course, wide as well. The width on this watch is a little bit hard to really capture. It does not wear large, it does not wear thick, but it is 15.6 millimeters. I would not say it wears that thick though, and I'll show it to you on my wrist in just a second. I'll actually show both of these watches on my wrist in just a second. So this is a very special watch. It's sort of their sophomore version of this Blue Planet right here. They're calling it the Blue Planet anyway, but it's a gilding version is what the name is actually. I don't know where they came up with that name. I'm not sure why they would call it that. I guess they could call it the Gilt Planet. That's what I would call it, because that's what it is. It has 24 karat gold on that dial. It's gilt and it looks beautiful. The oceans are in black. It sort of reminds me of what you would see from a satellite or space station looking down at Earth at night, and you see all the lights glowing on land and the ocean's dark. This looks really cool, and it's beautifully finished. It's all polished. The entire case, the entire bracelet, everything is polished, but it's not blingy. It actually absorbs a lot of the light, and it does reflect a little bit. It sort of reminds me of something that you would get from Rado, the bracelets from Rado. It looks a lot like that. They did a great job in designing it. And then they put a gold butterfly clasp on here. And of course you could see the automatic movement in the back. It's an Etaclone, but it really does work well. It's decorated a little bit. And then again, you have gilt lettering on the back. So gold tone lettering. You have a domed crystal in the back. And of course that domed sapphire crystal in the front. As you can see, I'm going to do plenty of close-ups of the dial of both of these watches so you could see what I am talking about, but look at that. Obviously, they did win the GPHG for the challenge category. That is very rare for a Chinese brand to do that, and obviously, there's good reason why. These are really special watches, especially for the prices that they charge for them. This right now I think is $999 if you want it in stainless steel. If you want it in titanium, they're charging $1,100 or $1,199 which really isn't that much more for the titanium version. That comes on a strap. Now this is a new version. They haven't released pricing for this yet. This comes with a strap, so it's the exact same strap that this one comes on, rubber strap with a black buckle, and then you get this beautiful bracelet, which is pin and collar, but it is ceramic and just gorgeous. Very, very comfortable bracelet as well. I actually wore this watch today. I've already posted this on my Instagram, and I do think it is something interesting, something special, something very, very different. Now, I don't think this watch is going to be for everyone. Some people will not find this attractive. Some people may think it's a little bit out there. This bracelet does taper just a little bit, but not much. I would have liked to see a little bit more taper on here. It would have made it a little bit more interesting in my opinion, but definitely a conversation starter. And you know, it looks like a watch that's a lot more expensive than it actually is. I would imagine this will be around, I don't want to speculate. I don't want to say $2,000. It could be $1,500. I have no idea, but I would imagine it's going to be in that range. That's what I would expect, but it could be more than that. I don't know. And we'll find out pretty soon when they actually release full details. If you are interested, I will put a link down in the description below. Definitely sign up with their email and they will contact you with full details when it is available. That's what they're doing currently, so pretty cool. So here is the stainless steel version on my 7.5 inch wrist. This is currently available, and like I said, it's a 46 millimeter watch, basically round. So the lug to lug and the width is 46 millimeters. It reminds me of the Think Earth. There's a few other brands that do this, and you know, you have this lugless design. It's very comfortable. And like I said, does not wear thick. As you can see, it does wear pretty close to the wrist, even though it has a 15 millimeter lug span. That's because you have that really domed sapphire crystal. That's part of it. This one is currently available, $999 on their website, which I think is on sale. And then they have the $1,200 version, which is in titanium, if you want the titanium version. Anyway, guys, that is really it. There is no lume shot. The only thing I would say about these watches that is sort of a missed opportunity is the fact that they don't have any lume on them. If they loomed somewhere on the map a little bit, that would be really cool. And then, of course, if they did something a little bit different with the maps also, maybe a different view of the Earth, that would be really cool. Other than that, there's really not much to complain about with these watches. They're good looking, they're at a good price, and of course they are award winners. They won the GPHG, which, like I said, is not very easy for a Chinese brand to do. They have to do something very special to beat the Swiss, and they have done it. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. What do you think of these watches? What do you think of this new Gilt version? I'm really excited to see what they're going to do next, and hopefully they come out with something else that's a little bit wild, a little bit weird. These watches obviously speak volumes. They're doing something pretty cool. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog, all one word. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.